Hello, hi, have we got sound? Let me just check. I appear to have sound, this is great. Hi, I'm BonBonB, you're very welcome. We're back in the map editor, my final ever map build. Got a few hours into this, it's all completely hand-drawn. We are going for a fantasy map vibe. Let me slow the simulation down so that I have some camera control. That would be very helpful indeed. Oh, lovely. There you go, there's better. So that's where we are at the moment. Don't be shy, say hi in the chat of all the usual stuff. Here's our start square, and the last episode well, all we're doing at the moment is getting all the placeholders in place, the shapes of the rivers, lakes, or that's what we have been doing. Most of the rivers and lakes I'm fairly happy with now in terms of routing and sort of the shapes that they're taking. I think there's going to be a little bit more of one or two bits of adjustments here and there. We got this waterfall coming down this way now with the split, which means that this is no longer just a boring ridge or set of ridges. And I'm looking at this thinking, is this inspiring me for the water to pour off in both directions from there, and then they can come back together at this point? It's a fantasy map. It's the sort of thing that we could probably do, you know. Probably. Probably don't want the water falling off of both sides of that. But again, that's a little way in the future. We can come back and fix that without too much issue. Let's start the simulation up so that things are going to move. Right, so I'm thinking today, the mountains on this side of the map are basically nothing at the moment. But mountains on the other side of the map have had some work done to them. I may go back and add a little bit more texture into them, a bit more in the ridge work, that kind of stuff. Am I working with the right theme here? I'm sure I am. I must be. Certainly. Thanks, Mr. Motorbike. Needed that. Yeah, Inder. It's, you know, it just didn't look right. I don't know why it didn't look right to me, but it is the theme that we chose a couple of days ago. So yeah, what we'll do today, I think, is going to be very exciting mountain ridge working. Getting some shapes into these are the hills over on the edges, right? Let's go and do a bit of that. Don't know how long I'll be streaming for. It might be an hour or so. So if you want to go and get yourself a little drink or something like that, if you want to be hanging around for that sort of period of time, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just nice to not be on my own if you want to use the chat. Right, let me do a little bit of, I don't know, work at the moment. Just come on. That motorbike in the background is rumbling just loud enough to irritate the tits off of me at the moment. Would you take your blinking annoying, please go away. Oh, it's just grumbly enough. That's it, off you go, bye bye, see ya, bye. Oh, that's going to be better for my head. Right, so let's no longer square, which is originally these were just squares, and I just quickly ran a softening tool over them, right? That's all that these have had done to them. So let's do some more loving to it. Bring the brush strength right the way down, and maybe even lower than that, I think. Brush size, there we go. We'll just do a little bit of, probably want to take the strength up a little bit here. I'm working a little bit too soft with that, and maybe bring Just giving it some definition. Half the magic of working with these is finding a theme that you like that has some really interesting textures in it, and then let the textures, like here, this texture shape here, this says to me this could be a knuckle. Okay, it could also be the bottom of a ravine, but here we are, we're working at this point, so I'm working on the idea that that could be a knuckle going on there. Goes up, drops down. Use the textures to your advantage, and you'll get extra bonus points from whoever's doing map reviews after I've hung up the cartography kit, which will be soon. Ah, looking at the oh yeah, we go. Where did everybody go? Oh, looks like people are coming back. Hi, hello. Say hi in the chat. We're just doing a little bit of map editing, my final ever map build, and I don't want to be lonely. Say hi. If you're feeling really brave, you can hit the like button as well. Go on, if you're feeling brave. Sometimes it bites back though, beware. All right. How's that? There we go. Slightly more interesting shape there. It's Anapu. Hi Anapu. Yes, I'm working my way around the mountains, putting shapes into the mountains at the moment, and then we'll, you know, emphasize the shapes later on. But at the moment, we need something a bit more interesting with the mountains, and so that's what we're doing at the moment. Just adding definition. How's Anapu's day going? Is it good? You having a better day than me? I've done my food shopping for the week. How exciting, eh? Bonbon actually going grocery shopping. It's wicked, I tell you. The great thing though is because I'm a very happily single man, it does mean, look at the texture along there, I can use that. Does mean that let me bring that up. What's this? Does it do anything interesting after that? Not directly, but we can probably utilize it. So yes, being a very happily single man, which is great, it also means that when I go grocery shopping, I can get what I want. If that's frozen pizza 6 days a week, I can have frozen pizza 6 days a week, and there ain't nobody, not even my mummy anymore, can tell me off. Sorry mum, but yeah, not that I have frozen pizza 6 days a week, but if I wanted to, I absolutely could. How's that? How's it? I think we need to bring this a little bit down this way. Let's just, you're only here for a few seconds. Time to load your map. Oh, you're working on a map. Oh, there's another map review coming. Unless you've got early access to, maybe Anapu is making one of the maps of Cities Skylines II. The best thing about it is they're not actually allowed to confirm it. So if they deny it, they're lying, right? There we go. That's it. I'm stirring things up. Wouldn't surprise me though. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, if you're going to pick yourself a map maker for a new game, why not Anapu? And that's what I say. Look at the beautiful, 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 beautiful. Who have we got here? Pavel. Hey ho, not going to re-watch the stream. It's okay, bye for the live. Yes, don't watch it later. The chat is less interesting when I'm not actually there to respond. I'll give you that. Just do some leveling out there. Yeah. All we're doing at the moment is making the hills look slightly less generic around the outside, and we'll probably come back and rework them again later as well. Right. What we got there? I wanted to say, genuinely surprised to have found out a couple of days ago you ended up an honourable 59th on the all times. Did you? Hang on, I need to I need to have a look-see. 59. Oh, yeah, that, yeah. Well, it was on my shortlist for Map of the Year. It was going to stand a chance. It was going to stand a chance. Yeah, that was a beauty. Quite right. Also, a little bit higher than the best I could do. So, and you've come to watch me making a map. I should come and watch you making a map. That would be entertainment. Watching BonBonB react to a map maker. There you go. Right. I've just lost my thingy here. Let's have a look. Because your game doesn't even load. I'm not sure. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I got some news for you. I don't know if you've heard, but there is a new city builder game coming soon, and I don't know for sure that there isn't going to be a map editor. So maybe you might be able to get that one to load up. Possibly. Can't remember what this new game's called. I think it's something to do with the lines of the sky or something. Anyway, it'd be worth looking out for. Yeah. I'm not going to be spending 600 hours on this one, by the way. I'm just let you know now. I want this finished in 6 to 8 weeks, and it's probably got about a week's. I'm probably about a week in already. I haven't actually looked at the calendar to see when I started this thing, but I think we might be already a week down. So yeah, I've got to make the best of the time that I have here. Is that? Do you know what? I think what we need to do is we need to elevate this. Use this dark crack in the terrain as an apparent crevice, I think. That's half the fun of this. Make the terrain work for you. How's that looking? That's quite fun, isn't it? Let's go smaller brush again. Do I have any of that now? Right, so that's a bit more interesting. And look what we've got here. A big old gouge going on that we're going to use. Oh, I'm using the softening tool. Well done. Woohoo. Try that again. That looks like it could be an outie. This rock here looks like it could be an outie. Ouch. Maybe not that much of an outie. No! Didn't mean to go all the way back. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe I can use a softening tool to... Will it be kind if I use this? Or is that just going to be... I've gone and ruined it. I've gone and ruined it. Dang you. Dang you, dang you, dang you, editor. You're not very friendly, are you, huh? I know there's limitations, but when you get close, and you're so close to it being exactly how you had it in mind, and then it does that. Oh, so annoying. What we got here? The terrain height limitation for CS2. We don't know is the answer, but it is much higher than 1024. Yeah, there's your problem. There's the problem. Should have done what random did. Just basically level these mountains out at the top. Hi, Alex. Hiya. Yeah. Die boredom. I'm slowly dying anyway. There's almost ready, Bilbao. Not. That's absolutely crazy with the highways. Wow, wow. So you got maps on the go, and we're maybe never going to see them. When I say maybe, we're talking almost definitely maybe, right? Let me put a little bit of emphasis around here and a little bit of oops, a bit of game lag there wasn't what I wanted. And smaller brush right down, smaller power. I'm only ever going to try and get the suggestion. Do you know what? That's not bad. I'm not going to push that too much. But if we can get this. There we are. There we go. That's better. Bring this area up. Hi Matthew. That's remarkable. This is the Inder theme. I'll pull the camera right the way back for you. Spent a little time going through all the themes one by one, looking for something that worked. First of all, yes, works really nice if it's a cliff texture, but also works really well on waterfalls. Admittedly, the waterfalls are not finished. Simulation not running. The simulation's running here. Let me come over to perhaps if I come out of there we go. So yeah, I wanted something that would give me some quite striking looking waterfalls, and the Inder theme has just got a really striking blue on the water without being fluorescent. The grass textures are quite nice as well, quite like them, and the three resources and the sand textures are all I mean, they're quite bold, possibly a little more bold and unsubtle than I would like. We'll be sorting these ridges out, don't worry, than I would like, but they are they're very usable. They're very usable. I think I might be able to use some for detailing and definitely for underwater sand work as well. But yes, one thing I say, if you're ever going to get a tip from my channel, other than hopefully how to do water physics, it should be when working with cliff textures, work with the cliff textures. Don't just, the thing is, we come over here and have a look at, come out of this camera here, this looks great, doesn't it? This looks absolutely great. You've got, I mean, it looks three-dimensional because the cliff textures are excellent, but you can help to emphasize the cliff textures just by doing a little bit of light terrain work here. All we've done here is we've just put a little gouge along where it was dark and looked like it was possibly in shadow. We've used that, and then where it looks like there might be like a ridge here and a crack there, just putting little emphases in. Yeah, I'm going with that, and all of it comes together hopefully to give a slightly more dramatic cliff area. Admittedly, I may have to rework all this later because I'm doing way too much subtle work at the moment, and I haven't actually finished putting in the mountain behind. I should really be doing that. So there we go. Got absolutely distracted by what I was doing then, and there's plenty more that needs to be done before I even get around to those areas. Let's do some of that. Right, let's do, how's this going to work? How's this going to work? I think we'll just keep working with this shift terrain brush and possibly a bit more strength on it, because we're doing some bold lines in it at the moment. Actually, I want to take a chunk out of this mountain. Let's take a chunk out of the mountain. Oh, wrong slider. There we go. Let's take a chunk out of the mountain. And take some more chunks out of the mountain here. It contains an awful lot of mass there. And so what I'll do, if I do that, and then we'll run a very quick softening tool up the side here and across here. This will just give us a basic shape to work with, which wasn't quite as harsh. How's about? Do you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let us do that. So I'm going to pop from about here down to about here. Okay. And then we'll soften those edges. A bit too much. Let's deal with something at the back end of here, this brush size. There we are. And now we'll do some fine tuning up here. This is a lot more interesting whilst still being imperfect. Use the same technique. Down here maybe needs a bit more. Like so. Some softening up here as well. I'm going to level out the top of the mountain a little bit, not super flat, but thinking slightly leveler peak. And then I've got an idea here actually. For a smaller brush again, as low as it will go, more or less. So from here to about here. Oh, put the brush strength up a bit, give it a chance to actually work. Use the terrain shift again. And softened again. Oh, why is that not softening? Probably because the brush size doesn't quite cover it. There we are. Right, so is that a little more interesting in shape? I think it is. Now we could be doing ridge work, but I think I'm happy-ish ish. This area doesn't grab me. Spelled Inda, I-N-D-A, correct. Hi, Feifel. I know it's not your name, but you're getting it anyway. You know that. I've given up trying. Try and teach my word. Where are we? 3, quite far in the process. Oh, dang. There's the problem, doing 3 at once. Wow. Ooh. It's bizarre rain. Maybe it's just the way the light's catching it. I've got the most bizarre looking rain in my side window at the moment. But I think it's just the way the rain's going on it. Anyway, where were we? So yeah, yeah. That's the problem. Doing multiple maps at once. I have trouble concentrating on doing one map at a time. I think we'll work along this ridge here. Give this a bit more ba-bum, ba-bum, kabum even. Yeah, we're going to give it some kabum, right? That's what we're going to do. With that one. And then we'll see if we can't persuade it. I'm going to have to put more strength into it. Oh, that last one wasn't so good. Oh, I'm liking this. As it goes down to the water. Look at the way it goes into the water. Calm down, BonBonB. Underwater terraforming! Yeah! Did you stop the simulation? No! Stay calm. To be fair, map making is a way of playing this game. It's true. It is true. It is quite therapeutic until someone like me comes along and says, oh, your map's not good enough, and then people get very upset. So it's not everybody, but some people, and sometimes they're right. As I always say, first of all, depends what side of bed I get out of sometimes, because I'm a human being and I don't deliberately mark down the map, but sometimes, oh god the heck, but sometimes it is what it is, right? And then secondly, not that I ever do it for effect, it is a YouTube channel and it's meant to be an entertainment show, not just a documentary review show. So maybe it would be to my benefit sometimes to focus on something that isn't necessarily, you know, what would get my show more ratings, one would argue. Those would be the things that maybe, if I was a professional YouTuber, I should be concentrating on. So yeah, there's people get upset. Of course, I don't deliberately. It's not the way I work. It's not in my ethos to do that. But people need to remember that it is a YouTube channel. It's not a scientific paper, and it is one person's opinion. So yeah, that's all I really have to say on that one. Anyways, yes. And I think people who've seen enough of my shows will know that I really do appreciate a very nicely done map. It's that last one was a fail. I think we need to do some more help to that ridge there. This has become very straight as well. I don't like that so much. Yeah. It might have to be a bit straight. Maybe it won't get noticed. get noticed by me and anybody watching this right now. Bring this one back up. Oh, guess what's coming? If you said sirens for the BonBonBingo players, you'd be wrong. I think it's gone the other way. Oh, so funny. Yeah. Oh, applies to judges too. Yeah. Well done. Yes, they give harsher punishment when they're hungry before lunch. Yeah, I get that. I was actually thinking more along the lines of things like Britain's Got Talent, American's Got Talent as well. Sometimes what you want to let through are the people that are going to get your show more views. Not necessarily the ones that are the best. What the hell was all that? Don't know, but when I clicked undo, it didn't render like that a second time. So yeah, so there's that. What's the other one? Penn and Teller. I was watching some of their old things, and there was a trick that was, they said fooled them, and there's no way that it fooled them. Never in a month. Look, if I could spot it, they would have spotted it, right? I cracked it. Fair. In fact, the minute he came on the stage, I'm thinking, I bet you anything this is what he does, and this is how he does it. It was very entertaining. So again, as Penn and Teller would want, entertainers, and it's all about the entertainment game, and sometimes controversy. Controversy, if you're on TV, is, yeah, or even on a YouTube channel. You know, if I say, here we go, this isn't my map now, and they go, right, this is awful, this is the worst thing I've ever seen, there'll be a whole bunch of people in the comments going, you leave that creator alone. Or they might agree, whatever. But yeah, it's all about the entertainment business, not always about what is right. But yeah, you're right about judges as well. Yeah, if they're hungry, they got out of bed the wrong side, yeah, they had a bust up with their partner or whatever, they won't deliberately take it out on you, but their mindset won't be one that is beneficial to you. You poor innocent fool. Yeah, only killed 8 people. You know, please, give me a break. Just because you didn't have a bagel for breakfast. I shouldn't go to prison for more than 3 death sentences, surely. Anyways, that's not liking the straight line that we're getting here at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it be imperfect, I think. Let it be imperfect. And then here, wow, if this doesn't say gravel. Ooh, gone a little bit too far there. Bish, that'll do. Right, what have we got here? So, lots of chat. The days when one day we get randomly floating rocks to find out it's just a mod conflict. Yes. Oops. Sorry about that. There's a thought. Sorry. Bear with me a second. Let's bring the camera over into the middle of the map. Now, it might be okay because I'm putting these down personally. Personally. My rocks. Actually, let's go for log. Log. Blimey. There's a lot of things under logs. Do I have a prop? There we go, that'll help. So that's Park Life, a bench. That's no good to me. What I want is the vanilla log. I want to see if it floats. Where's it gone? Is it not under tree maybe? That's hedges there. What's the vanilla log under? For goodness sakes. Ah, there you go. Apparently it's under fallen tree. I should know this, shouldn't I? Right, okay. Brush strength 1. Bring the camera in. Right, so they've definitely stuck to the ground, right? But it might just be because I've just placed them there, I suspect. Now that is weird. Definitely something. Right, okay. Pop quiz, everybody. Pop quiz. You have to take my word on this one. So we have ourselves a log. It's currently floating. I'm now pressing a key on my keypad. Which key am I pressing? Oops, it's gone back down to the ground again. But which key am I pressing? Let me select the other log. Which key am I pressing now? Oh, this one seems to be behaving. This is weird. Anyway, sorry. This one was going down when I pressed page up and going up when I pressed page down. Yeah, that was me pressing page up. And this is me pressing page down. Weird. Very, very weird. I have no idea what would cause that. I'm just going to be very careful when I'm placing them. Where were we? The chat there. So anyway, oh yeah, talent shows are more about controversy and story. And yeah, absolutely. You've got to have some talent. And I guess when you get to the final few, there's like 2 or 3 that, yeah. But before then, who should we get through into the next round that'll promote? We had one vocal duet in the UK called Jedward. Oh, they were awful. But they got a long way through. I don't know how whether they got to the very end or not, but sadly, they made such an impression that I still remember them now. Anyway, film has to roll. Correct. I think they call them formats. Yeah. There's a script. There are characters. Yeah, absolutely. Fantasized entertainment. Oh, don't talk to me about them. Do we know what everyone's favourite factory is going to look like in CS2? And it's no idea about that yet. Are we going to have... Oh, yeah, I've got to design new T-shirts. That is all coming. Not least the Cities Skylines 2 clock logo. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock logo. Oh, my word. Where were we? What? We've been working on this one. Hang on. Which... I don't even remember which mountains I've been working on. I got so distracted. I think I must have been working on this one because of this. Let's come back over here and do some editing. I think we'll use the slope tool again to give us something a little bit more interesting. So here, larger brush size. Oh yeah, brush strength would be helpful. I think we'll push the brush strength up even higher. I'm surprised actually by how that has worked. I'm not liking it. I'm going to get rid of it and I'm going to do this manually. Actually probably manually going the other way. Yeah, that's a bit better. Take some weight out of that one as well, and maybe a little bit out of this one as well. We'll take some weight out the side of that. got an idea here. Don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to have a little play. See if we can get it to work. Yeah, Cozy Cops. And it wasn't Cozy Cops, was it? Oh, hang on. I had to learn this one, didn't I? Cozy Cops. It was... Oh, dear. Forgotten. I have completely forgotten. Yeah. Oh, dang it. Dang it. I've been flattening this out way more than I planned, but it might work. It might actually work. First of all, what height are we at here? Oh, we got some more. That's fine. We can do this. I think... Oh, that's the wrong tool. That's bad use of the right tool. Oh dear. What's this? Hang on a second. English pronunciation's a mess. Yes. To corpses. Yes. Oh, I don't know. Well, you know me. My Czech's as good as my German. Oh dear. Right. Is there much difference between Czech and Slovak? I imagine it's a similar, like with Norwegian and Swedish. They're very similar, or I guess American English and British English. I imagine there's huge similarities. I'm also guessing it's Czech. I don't know why I'm assuming it's Czech. It could be Polish. Because all continental Europe are all the same. just like everybody in the East. Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Indonesian, they're all the same. Because white man cannot tell, right? White man's stupid. That's basically how I feel right now, which is embarrassing, given the percentage of my family who are non-white. I've never met, mostly, sadly. I mean, maybe if I win huge amounts on the lottery someday, maybe I can go and introduce myself. Hi, I'm somebody from the other side of the world that you didn't know about. I found you because of Facebook, or whatever the Indian version of Facebook is, which I'm sure is Facebook. Why would it not be Facebook? But yes, members of family I've never met. Can we? Oh, that's wrong. That's right. Oh well, with this crack here, we've really got to go to town down here. In fact, the whole of this here needs to be loved. Needs to be loved. You're not Czech either. That's fair enough. But at least I'm like completely aware enough not to call you Powell, right? How many Brits would call you Powell? Yeah, I can probably assume I've got your name, your first name pronunciation right. I hope. Oh, about time I got something right. But anyway, yeah, let's go a little bit of this here. Let's put a little bit of shape into here. Right, this currently is awful, but we do have a lot of give over here that we can work into. So I'm not too worried about it right now. We can extend this outwards by whatever the shape of the textures wants to persuade us back out here, this really does feel like it's supposed to be coming out to us. Maybe not this bit though. And here. Oh, happy days. Sad day for the American ladies football team today. Not so sad if you're Swedes, of course. That was using VAR in the penalty shootout was something I don't think I've ever seen before. Don't think I ever want to see it again, to be honest with you. But at least the right decisions are being made these days with VAR, even if it's not ideal. This is already looking a bit more interesting. I do think, though, what I need to do... This is horrible. Sorry, Mr. Mountain. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Don't want it that big. But... feeling we need to bring this out here. Yeah, that's how it's going to work. And then dragging that up there, lovely. Now I think we might rework this area once I've softened it. How are we looking? That's much, 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 much better. While still not perfect. Definitely need more weight coming out here. Brush size, brush strength down, brush size. That's workable. Although down the middle we will etch some out a bit. Right, small brush. Not that small. It's slightly frustrating. There's nothing between 0 and 50. That's one thing that's always bugged me. It's like, I want a 49. I want a 6. You making me work with this? But yeah, it's fine. I understand. Actually, I really don't. Right, now back up here. This that, this, and that. How's that? That's not bad, is it? This map will never be finished if I continue working with such anality, if you know what I mean. But feature mountains definitely need to be worked. You can't just come along and... Do you know what I'm hating here? Look at that point. It's the rendering. Is it rendering or is it just bad? Ooh! Calm down, camera. Do I have myself? It might just be because I've got the... let's get them switched off, for goodness sakes. Remember what setting it's under. There we go. Let's get rid of them. Now, I think it works at, yeah, it might be the sprites rendering him. Give me a spike. If anything's going to give you a spike, it'll be a sprite, right? Okay, come on, camera. What? Why is this? Hang on a second. Am I still in? We get out of that, please. There we go. Right, let's. Do I want a waterfall here? Kind of do, really, don't I? I kind of do. Also here. So let's do a little bit of terrain work here. That was not actually part of the plan. The waterfall was... Maybe it was. Looks like I'm supposed to. I don't know. Don't know if I actually intended to now. Well, let's see if we can't persuade some of that waterfall to come over this way. That seems to make sense to me. We're going to have to put some up here. Put a bit of a thump in there as well. So I've persuaded the water to come over here, but haven't actually given it any instructions on how it's going to become. All right, it's going to be from here, right? Let's do that. Something like this, maybe. Will you absorb that waterfall? Does look like we're splaying at the bottom. Yeah, sort out that with a little push up here. This is temporary. We will come back and do a better job of it later. But if that's going to catch the waterfall, I don't know if I want this here. It's quite a big drop, that one. Let's have a little look, see. So, some time on my hands right now can possibly help with the design. Hang on, I'm going back up because I seem to have think I've missed it. Oh, with t-shirts. All right. Well, I'm not closed to ideas. I haven't decided about a new what map. I think I'm probably with what map. I might just call it BonBonB 2. Put a couple of Roman numerals after the what map. So possibly just do that, I think. But yes, new t-shirts definitely coming. Anyway, they've been obnoxious lately. What, the Czechs? They went to court saying they wanted the men's contact. After they had it offered to them, they originally said they wanted a different one in the collective bargaining. It's not discrimination, ladies, for you to have the contract that your own union negotiated and you voted to accept. Hi, Snoopsby. Hi, indeed. Good to have you on. And yeah, you can now work on the locked map in the game with Common Ground. Re-import the map editor. Yes, nice. Although I don't think it really matters. Oh, you can have with all the game tools. I get you. I'm not sure what tools I would want other than the map editor. Road laying should be fairly straightforward, surely. I've never seen a bad road layout in a map before. Never, not once. Strength up on that one. Oh, come on. Strength. Let's just force it, all right? So we've got ourselves, this area here is better. We'll just let the water sort itself out there. So that waterfall is a bit more interesting now. We've got a 3 split on it. Not sure I like this one. We'll probably come back and rework that. For a start, I can't really see it, but I can't really see this one either. All that one for my money. None of those are really grabbing me. Whereas these ones, I mean, I could definitely see a waterfall going on here. I can definitely see a waterfall going on in there. Okay, it's splaying, but... and all the way up there. So, I don't know, mate. Are these just not deep enough? It might just be the depth. The yeah, it's not a huge amount of depth coming down there. Let's see what we can do. Right, have some of that. See how you like that waterfall. Wow, now we've got depth because the water hasn't had a chance to sort itself out. But man, have we got depth. Okay, you do some stuff there, Mr. Waterfall. Or Miss Waterfall, whichever. I was doing mountains. That's what I was planning to do today. Right, am I happy to move on from this one for the time being? Almost. What I want to do here... what are you little turds doing outside my window? You better be being good. Sorry, I'm... yeah, I've had so many problems outside my window in the last year or so. I just keep an eye on the little turds. You know what I mean? The little turdies. Bless them. They're not all little turds, but some of them are. And they're the ones that cause me the problems. No, they're fine. They're fine. They're good little turds, those ones. It's fine. Right, so yeah, I want to have a bit more bulk in this area. Well, actually, no, not brush strength. Brush size is what I want. And see how... oh. Yeah, that's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. I'm moving on. Moving on to this one. Oh, hello. What are we going to do with you? Other than working with the already existing textures. Just emphasizing them. And maybe drinking some coffee, because coffee goes cold very quickly when you're distracted. You ever done that where you've gone into a map build and yeah, I'm just going to do it for 10 minutes and like it's already an hour gone, right? And you go, I've been sat down. Why am I hungry? I've been sat down for 6 hours doing some map editing. How did that happen? Yeah, that is one of those. It's like with anything though, anything that completely sinks your mind in, anything artistic. If you're doing watercolors or pottery painting's a classic. My darling, beautiful, never to be forgotten, never to be spoken of again ex-wife and I did some pottery painting once, and yeah, we lost best part of a day. It was amazing. There were some good times. More so for me than for her, clearly, because the difference is she had to spend her time with me while I got to spend my time with her. Yeah, and she would agree with me now on that one, so let's not give her any fuel, right? Okay. Oh, this is amazing textures going on the side here. Amazing textures. Still, divorce is a lovely thing. It means that at least somebody's going to be happy at the end of it, you know? Hopefully. And if it hadn't been for that, I don't think there'd be a what map. There's no way Mrs. BonBon is ever going to let me spend 4 hours every night working on a video. It's just not going to happen, is it? What are you doing Sunday afternoon? Well, I've got some map editing to do. No. You're coming wallpaper shopping. Oh, that is so me, though. Oh, do I have to? Funny thing is, with my colour vision problems, been here before, right? Come wallpaper shopping. And I'm like, but you know what my colour vision's like? Yeah, but I want your input. And then spent the entire day going, well, what about this one? Well, that doesn't go with the sofa. Well, it's orange. What colour's the sofa? Brown. Yeah. No, the sofa's blue. Oh, is it? Was that our old sofa? It was horrendous. Oh dear. Still, have a laugh. Let's have a look. So anyway, it's pop them out of all the game tools, which is also awesome because your traffic across the map getting tested. Good point. Brush resolution, yes, of course. Film what map would never make the honeydew? Yes. Yes, there's no way. No way. It's a priority though. Come on. I've got a few hundred people that want to watch this. No. Just no. It's hilarious. So funny. Still. Like I say, I'm happy now. Even though it wasn't me that... Oh, hang on, I've got the wrong thing here. Even though it wasn't me that wanted the divorce, it was like, well... Ended up with me being happy. No idea if she is. Honestly, don't care. So long ago. Anyway. But she married again, so that's good. You know. Congratulations to him. Oh, I love it. Right, anyways. Yes. Oh, it's reminded me of another meme I didn't include in the What Map meme off. Dang it. The Troll's Cave. Oh, dang it. Never mind. Managed to put the glory hole in, so at least we've got one of the, two of the Park Life. No, hang on a second. Rocking and Holding isn't Park Life, is it? Rocking and Holding is Workshop. So right, yeah. Well, so we got Rocking. No, sorry, got the glory hole. Didn't get the Troll's Cave. It didn't crop up that often anyway, to be honest with you, did it? So it probably doesn't matter that much, really. How's that? There you go. Getting some nice shapes now. Mountains are good. Thank you. Who's that there? Is RCN. Thank you. I'm working my way around them. There's a lot of them around the outside. I'm working my way around and through them, and hopefully because these are a better shape than these. Because what these were originally were literal cutouts, squares. So cut out square, I ran over it with the softening tool, and we got that. And now I'm moving along all of them, putting in textures and pretty sure I'm going to have to come back and do some more of them as well. I've only done the upper reaches as well at the moment. Let's see, we're going to come down to the lower reaches as well. So yes, plenty of it to go. Plenty of it to go. I'm not going to be bored anytime soon. Another thing you need to do when making mountains is have a look at what shape the mountains make from the main buildable areas. So our start square, which is here, look out those mountains and ask yourself, are they interesting? There's this one here, my first edit on that, it looked awful. And this ridge that I've got here was something I put in as a change, and it's much more interesting now. Now, admittedly, these are only the outer range of mountains. I'm planning on putting some kind of level of mountain here. Probably putting a little bit more interest to the back of this ridge here, because just an outer line of mountains isn't very interesting at all. You need to have more. And again, here, I'm probably going to put a bit of height into this, and there'll probably be a bit of height here. Not the entire quadrant, but just enough to make the backdrop look a bit more interesting. Let's have a little look at the coffee first of all. So Brit's saying brown don't go with blue is a bit ironic in the state of the current fashion. Looking at what I'm wearing actually, just in case. Brown and blue. I'm good with brown and blue. It's fashion. A brown shirt with blue jeans, or a blue shirt with brown trousers. What's wrong with that? Oh dear, you people, you've got no idea about fashion. That's like starting a fashion channel as of tomorrow. Middle-aged man does fashion. I'm doing get ready with me's every morning. Oh man, can you imagine? Oh, hell smells. Yeah. What do you do to keep your belly in, BonBon? You want to buy one of these new leather belts. Link to the channel is in my description. Use the discount BonBon21 to get 21% off your next leather belt. Oh, hilarious. Maybe not. Anyway. Ooh. Got to be a bit careful here, I think. Add a bit more height in here. Maybe get some kind of ridge going along there. And maybe something at the back. Just a bit of elevation there. And do you know what I might? Oh, I don't like it. I'm gonna have to bring this down and around. There we go. BonBon's daily facial care. Yes. Oh, with this beard, it's so time involving. It really is. If you want my facial daily facial routine, I get out of bed. I look at it in the mirror, my face, that is, not anything else. I go, yes, it's still there, and then I brush my teeth. That is my daily facial care routine. I don't get these people sort of like, was it serums? I mean, you put a drop of the serum under one eye and a drop of the serum under the under eye. Under eye? Oh my god, if you've got an under eye, you've got problems. A drop of serum under the other eye. And what the hell? And it's when you see these, not that I spend a lot of time watching the prepubescents doing it, but they do the whole sort of like, and look at how soft my skin is. Yes, honey, you're 10 years old. Your skin is supposed to be soft, right? Come back when you're 60 after using that for 50 years. Show me your bank account. Because frankly, if you're buying that stuff, there won't be much in it. And let's check how beautiful your beautifully soft your skin is in 60 years time or 50 years time, right? It's hilarious when they're sort of like so soft. No, it's not. It's your natural skin. It's more wet. You've got more wet skin because you just put wetness on it. Oh God, dear oh me. BonBon Lego logo. Oh, I thought I said Lego belt. Oh wow! I've just thought of a great new way of attaching two ends of a belt together. Hero, liking that. BonBon logo belt. Oh, it's too late to get on the Big Bang Theory. That would have been perfect on Howard's big belt buckle collection. Brown shoes with blue suit. Oh, perfect. I don't think I've ever owned a blue suit. Black, yes. Grey, yes. Don't think I've ever worn a blue. Owned a blue. Might have worn a blue. Don't think I've owned a blue. Brown shoes. I definitely have brown shoes. Fantastic suede shoes. They're not at all comfortable, but they were too expensive to throw away. You know what I mean? So they live, and one day they will be worn in a fashionable statement with a pair of blue jeans. And I'll think of you when I'm doing it. Oh man. Let's brush size up. I'm not liking this at all at the moment. How high can we go here? No, we are literally at the limit here. So what I'm gonna have to choose between having a plateau or a soft edge at the top. I think a lot will depend on how it looks after we've done some work along here. Genes plus environment plus age. Yes, yeah. Skin condition is like, yeah. And that's not just on the face. Last time I went to see the doctor, it was so funny. He went, you need to use moisturising cream. I went, what? Moisturising cream? Yeah. Your skin on your legs is a bit dry. And I looked at my legs and I went, is it? Has it not always been like this? Is this just not normal? But apparently, yeah, moisturising cream on your legs. I'm gonna be honest, it hasn't actually happened much. I did buy the cream, but it isn't really something that's on my priority list. I get out of bed in the morning. Right, I'm gonna do some moisturising of my legs. What is it about my legs that needs moisturising? Why would the doctor be concerned about it? God's sakes. Crazy man. Mind you, if I end up losing my legs this year because they were too dry, then yeah, I'll let you know. That'll be yeah, the doctor was right. I highly recommend only buying comfortable shoes. Well, there's a bit of a problem with only buying comfortable shoes these days, and that is back in the day when I was a boy. When I was a boy, I'd go to the shoe shop, I would try on a pair of shoes, I'd go, ooh, those are comfortable. This was after like leaving home and mummy buying my shoes for me, where she'd be buying shoes that were practical. You can wear them for school and you can wear them for, I mean, what else do kids wear shoes smart shoes for? Let's say church. I haven't been to church, not in that sort of sense, but since whenever. But yeah, you can wear them for school, you can wear them for church, right? Whereas you get the kids these days and they're going to be like, no, I need to have the latest Nike because whatever. Well, I would go into the shoe shop, I'd put on a pair of shoes, they're comfortable and they look okay, and that's enough for me. I'm not a proud man. I don't have to look like the smartest man in the world. They will work for me, which is great. And then all the shoe shops closed, or the ones that I would buy my shoes from. There are shoe shops out there, but again, you're going in there and you're fighting over, you know, the latest trendy shoe for £1 million with an 8-year-old. Right? Why they've got the same size shoe as you, I'm not sure, but do you know what? I might let that be like that. It's interesting enough. You know, I've got some gouges down here to sort out, but the overall shape I'm good with. So yeah, and now buying shoes, it's an online task, which means you don't get to try them on first. And if you think I'm going to go to the effort of sending back a pair of shoes, you're wrong. So I try and buy shoes that I think are going to be comfortable, which is not as easy as it sounds sometimes. Hush puppies, always comfortable. Yes, thank you very much. I'll have as many of those as you can give me. But the hush puppies that I like, can you find them? Is there anywhere selling them? It's just, yeah, it's a battle. And of course, the whole thing, we used to buy online because it was cheaper. And now that the shops are closing, well, it's no longer cheaper. It is the only option. Therefore, the prices are going up. People are stupid, as always. We're going to save some money, and now the other option is gone, and so we are scuppered. We don't have any alternatives. I don't know if that's the same in other countries, but very much the case in the UK at the moment. How am I feeling with this? Other than the glitching of the light on that, but I can live with that. Don't mind it. It's not my favourite thing in the world, but I don't mind it. Slippers all the way. Oh, slippers. I think I have a pair of slippers. I don't know where the heck they are though. But in fact, I know I've got a pair of slippers. I had a minor operation a few years back, and they said you've got to bring slippers. And I went, I don't own slippers. And they said, you've got to bring slippers. So I got a friend to go and buy me some slippers. I couldn't buy them because I was going to hospital for a couple of days. And they bought me slippers. And they were exactly the sort of slippers I asked for as well. I said, get me middle-aged man's slippers. It was literally just like tartan slippers. Straightforward. Nothing fancy, nothing fluffy. And they brought in these slippers. And do you think I wore them in the hospital? No. Bring slippers. Don't have slippers. Now I have slippers. I don't know where they are. But I wouldn't really wear them that much anyway. Alright. When you were a kid, you had 2 models of shoes for a given season. Sold for coupons. Oh, coupons. A few years before communism fell. Oh, bless you. Can't complain about the selection today. Well, no, this is true. This is very, very true. I'm speaking from a white privilege Western European viewpoint. So yes, it's not clogs or nothing, right? We are fortunate. Found one company so reliable, fits so well, end up just, yes, until they go out of business and then you're screwed, right? 1 pair of shoes, 1 pair of flip-flops, and 7 or more pairs of slippers. Snoozeby, I love you. I love you. You're great. Right, so anyway, did we say we were... I think this isn't good enough. I think this is not good enough. I think we need more etched into here. Let's edit that away. Right, so yeah, we had some fun. Footwear fun with BonBon. We do footwear Sundays. Slipper Sundays. That's what we need. Slipper Sundays. Oh. Thank you. You guys have made my day. Almost as much as the late goal against Cardiff by Leeds United. Of course, my team of choice, Leeds United, has been ever since. Even though I don't live anywhere near Leeds. And have only once lived anywhere near Leeds. And I was knee-high to a rugrat about that time. Yeah. Yes, late equaliser. We had all of the possession, according to the stats. We had 10 corners to their none. And yet, we need a 95th minute equaliser. It's going to be another one of those seasons. We need a striker. Patrick Bamford is always injured. And while I think he would be the answer to our problems if he wasn't injured, he is always injured. So we need a new striker. I'm sure the management team at Leeds know this. So I won't write to them. I won't send them a disgruntled email saying, sort it out. Because they know. Let me bring this down here. Take some of the meat out the side of the mountain here. That's a bit better. In fact, we could probably make use of it like that. Let's go with the big ridge, like so. We'll take a little chunk out of this as well. I'm not going to work any lower just yet down there because there's plenty. Ooh, don't want to do that so much. Plenty more going on along here. So anyway, I've got a new series starting tomorrow on the main channel. I did think about putting on BonBonB Too, but given that there's very little on my main channel at the moment, it seems appropriate. It's not like I'm... The problem that I've had putting alternate stuff on my main channel, such as this new gameplay, new Let's Play I'm doing, is most people on my channel don't want to see it. They're here for What's Map or for tutorials or map making live or whatever. That's what they come for. They don't come for me playing a game which isn't a city builder, no matter how good the game is, no matter how interesting I make it. They're not here for it. And so if I upload a Let's Play of something different, it really heavily affects my views. Having said that, there isn't really gonna be anything for it to affect other than the new collaboration that's going to be starting the end of next week. So as I got hold of this game and I was really enjoying it, and it was so different from anything I played recently that the nearest thing I played to it prior to getting my hands on this game, I would say, was Portal. Now if you remember Portal, it was a puzzle game. It was different from anything that had been before. You just make portals between point A and point B. There's no shooting. Well, there is shooting, but it's not shooting bad guys or anything like that. I might use the slope tool a little bit here. There we go. And this game is, I think, of the same sort of ilk. It's a puzzle game, but it has a completely different mechanic from anything I've seen before. It's called Viewfinder, and effectively the crux of it is, in the game there are, well, you're basically in the Matrix. All right, you're in the Matrix. Think of it like you're in the Matrix. Tried Father's Frontier. Never heard of Farthest Frontier. Well, maybe I have heard of it, but I can't think of it right now. Let me carry on with Viewfinder first of all. So yeah, Viewfinder. It's you're in the Matrix, and there are photos around, and alternatives. As the game goes on, it unlocks different things as well. But yeah, there are photos, and what you do is you take the photo, you hold it up against the background as you would do. Go, just hold a picture. Here we go. So is the, see this image here? Imagine this image here, right? Take a screenshot of that in your head. Now, see this image here? If we take the image that's in your head and we'll place it here, and then that picture gets stuck at that location, except for it's not a picture anymore. It's the real place. And you can then fly into the picture, which you took from over there. And then you solve puzzles by it. It is, honestly, it's the most magical thing. It's so, and it's so well executed. It's not just a great concept. It's really, really well worked. Absolutely recommend. If you've not seen any Let's Plays of it, don't watch any now. Right, watch me. And then watch me tomorrow. It's going to be, I've got 6 parts recorded, so it'll go on for a little while. I'm going to do 2 a week, so it's not completely like busting my channel with non-Skylines content. But yeah, it's actually brilliant. Right, Portal is, yeah, 10 out of 10. You know what makes Portal work with I see a comment about candles. I'll go read that in a second. Portal, the story, and the humour. The humour in Portal 2 especially. I think basically where they just right. This is going to be a success. We can have some fun. Was it Stephen Marchant did the voice of forgotten the name of the main robot companion character, but anyway, yeah, great voice acting, great writing, great comedy, good story arc, and even if you're not interested in the story arc, you don't need to be interested in the story arc, because it's just a puzzle game. You just go from one puzzle to another, and you take all of that together, and you've got yourself a really, really, really good game. But yeah, Viewfinder. Wheatley, thank you. Yes. Yes, indeed. Wheatley, that's the one. Not sure I'm liking that. Come on. I'm going to have to do something with this. This is unpleasant. All levels are unpleasant. Not liking any of this. Can we persuade this to be more pleasant? That's more pleasant. Not quite what I had in mind, but it will do for now. But yes, Wheatley. Where was I? Oh yes, so Viewfinder. Yeah, I'll be starting. Well, so I'll be starting. It's recorded. I just need to upload it. So I think I've gone with Mondays and Thursdays for the Let's Play of that. So as of tomorrow morning, if you want to see, and quite often it's just you see the first episode and you know whether or not it's going to be something that interests you. I just promise you that the game mechanic, like with Portal, when we first saw the Portal game mechanic and we just went, wow, this is amazing. This is so different. Yeah, it's kind of Portal. Basically, you've got portals. You're taking a part of the game. It's just like it's so well done. You don't see the link. You don't see it when it's put down. How it changes. It's only when you step in to the photo or whatever. Some of the bits in there are just like absolutely wild. And then when the game gives you a Polaroid, this is the thing that's really mind-bending. You get given a Polaroid every now and then, photocopiers. and you're taking photocopies of a Polaroid and stuff like that, of a picture that you've taken from within the game, and then the game lets you use that Polaroid to change the game world. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, sirens for the bingo wingo players. Oh man, I've no idea what I'm doing here, by the way. I'm just clicking randomly at the moment. There's a dog outside. How are we doing here? That's already looking better, isn't it? Well, it'll depend what I do down here, of course. But yeah, that's looking a lot more interesting. Let's have a little look. There's something about candles. Where were we? I haven't forgotten. Oh, candies. Candles. Right. Maybe they need a reminder from the general public. Maybe that's your true 5 minutes. Yes. Not candies. Yeah. Out of candies. A great GDC talk from the Portal writers. All right. I recommend watching the YouTube video of their talk. Gotcha. Time permitting, as always. I assume YouTube hates links in the chat, but the video title is Portal 2, creating a sequel to a game that doesn't need one. Hang on. If I do that and do that, right, that is now copied and pasted. I've got it. I will watch it at some point. It's all mathematically legit. All you need is to render stuff. Right, if it computes, it looks good. Otherwise, it's all blue mantle. I don't know what you're talking about. Where's this term? What does this blue mantle thing mean? I keep seeing it. Other than, of course, it was my invention. Oh, man. If I remembered for one thing, please let it not be the inventor of the term blue mantle. Oh, hail spells. Right, no, we're not doing that way. That's not going to work. Let's do it this way. Need a bigger brush, or a stronger brush, sorry. No, stronger brush. In fact, let's go completely against that. I'll take out a whole chunk of mountain there. And that will enable us to do more over here, making up to our feature area of waterfalls there. And then maybe some kind of spiky mounting at that location there. How are we doing? An hour and a half in. Do you know what? I think I'm going to take a break. When I say take a break, I mean probably won't do any more editing today because I have other things to do, and some of that might involve laundry because that's the best game ever invented. If it computes, there we go. And yeah, the universe breaks, rips and space-time yeah. Put it on your obituary. Good point. If I have an obituary, I might have to record my own obituary. I don't see anybody writing one for me. Not a good one anyway. Oh, well, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Something to do for an hour and a half. After, like I say, after about an hour and a half, your mental energies either go up or down. But I think we've how much have we got done here in terms of the mountains? We started about here, so we've done this corner. Another hour and a half probably to do this area here to the same sort of level, and then we'll do the next layer of mountains, smaller foreground mountains, so we don't just end up with this like bump around the outside. There's more to it. and then it'll be getting close to putting down highways, and of course forests come last. Everybody knows the forest comes last, don't they? I think live interaction on YouTube is quite an interesting phenomenon. This, yes, it can be. It really can be. Well, anyway, I've had a lot of fun. I don't know when I'm next going to be streaming the map. Doubt if it'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow, obviously, we've got that part 1 of Viewfinder. Tomorrow evening will be the Dev Diary. Thank you. Brilliant. So yeah, tomorrow we'll have the Dev Diary, and then am I forgetting something on Tuesdays? I think I'm forgetting something on Tuesdays. Oh, it used to be WhatsApp. I'm not forgetting anything on Tuesday. Probably be Tuesday evening for an hour and a half or two. Probably. Didn't even look at the screen that much. Only use YouTube on the phone. I see. 3 a.m. Yes. You should go get some beauty sleep. And remember, use moisturiser. BonBonB licensed moisturiser. Perfect for under the eyes and on the legs. Right? All the trees on the road says not everyone agrees. This is true. Didn't have any motorcycles. But funny enough, that honk was, there were 2 small motorbikes that kind of pulled out a little bit in front of a car, and the car gave them a honk. To be honest with you, it didn't deserve a honk. All he had to do was just ease off on the accelerator. He didn't even have to brake. It was just, yeah, they didn't really check their wing mirrors properly. Am I about to lose in bingo again? Elsie, Elsie. Oh, brilliant. Anyway, if you're still here, then you know what to do. Take that opportunity to click the like button. I know you want to. I will be back again, like I say, tomorrow night with the live stream, which will be from about 6 p.m. UK time, which is about as early as I can sit down and do a Dev Diary. I actually read the Dev Diary because it comes out 3 p.m. UK time, and then while I'm at work I read through it because I can, usually, and then we sit down and we go through it as a team. So that's always fun. So yeah, join me for that. That'll be, say, 6 p.m. ish UK time tomorrow. 8 a.m. we'll have the usual morning, and this time it will not be Cities Skylines. It'll be something a bit more fun, because it is fun. Yeah, check it out. I think watch part 1, then decide whether or not you want to watch part 2 onwards. It's fine. I get it. Part 1 always gets the views. Right. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. I'm going to go. We don't have an outro, so it will just be going to an end screen. So just like to say thank you to everybody that was here. It's been a blast, and I'll see you again very, very soon.